Hey, this is Synergy Loves Company. There's not much time left of your summer vacation, but I wanted to talk about that one time when Parry Gripp was on Phineas and Ferb. Let's take a look.
Forgot about that one. Yeah, so Perry the Platypus has been, and Phineas and Ferb too, they have been all over the place. And I think a lot of people know about the show, but could you still tell us a little bit about what's the deal with Phineas and Ferb? Tell me about that show. What's it like?
So it's pretty much about them trying to figure out what they're going to do over their summer break. So it's like a big, long summer break, and they do so many crazy things. Like they build like a pool in their backyard, and they have like the whole town over, and then they always hide it when their sister tries to rat them out to their parents.
Nice. So they all, and it's just one crazy fun activity after the other. And then what about, so we talked about Phineas and Ferb, but what about Perry the Platypus? What's his deal?
So he is like a detective, and all the timing always works out perfectly because he goes to fight Dr. Doofenshmirtz, the villain. And Dr. Doofenshmirtz is always making some crazy invention that's like a big ball of tinfoil that he's going to cover the town with or something like that. And at the end, he always ends up pulling away their like crazy summer vacation idea right before their sister is trying to rat them out. So it works out perfectly for them.
So it's like two stories going on at the same time that get wrapped up together.
Yes.
Nice. So yeah, I think that's probably one of the reasons why that show is so popular, because it kind of has all those fun and crazy coincidences and fun and crazy little things that happen. And so I think we have to talk about where Parry Gripp fits into this show. Because of course we've been talking about all these shows, and Parry Gripp fits into this one for sure. Do you know Parry Gripp doesn't do the theme song? Do you know who does do the theme song?
I do not know who does the theme song.
So and the reason I bring this up is because I also listened to the band back in high school who did the theme song for this one.
Of course.
Right? And they were called Bowling for Soup.
I think you have told me this before.
Yeah, I probably, every time you watch that show, I'm probably like, that's Bowling for Soup.
Yes.
Doing the songs to that one. So Bowling for Soup did it. So I almost wonder if Bowling for Soup helped get Parry Gripp on this show. That's probably not true, but I'm going to pretend that it's true because they might have known each other from back in the punk rock days.
It's a possibility.
It's a possibility. So in my mind,
that's what happened. That's a story.
What happened. But I don't think that's true. But I'm going to say in my mind that's what happened.
Probably not, but that's what you're going to say.
Is it believable though?
I mean, yeah.
They're from the same, they might have toured together or something. I'll have to look it up.
It's possible.
It's possible. I'll take the possible. So Bowling for Soup did the theme song. What did Parry Gripp do on this show?
He did a song in the show called Backyard Hodgepodge.
Backyard Hodgepodge. And I think the episode that was on was called Backyard Hodgepodge.
That is probably correct.
All right. So in that one, he shows up. Like it's not just a background song.
They have a whole character for him. Like it looks like him. It's like the whole
He's in the universe.
As a cartoon.
And he sings the song with them in the backyard. And what kind of how does it fit into the story? Do you remember?
I'm not completely sure, but I'm pretty sure it's one of their crazy summer plans, and they're not sure what to do that day, and they have all this random stuff in their garage. And so he comes and he sings a song about them putting random stuff together and making something cool out of it.
Which, yeah, that totally goes with his crazy random songs about narrating the world, and they're kind of making crazy things happen in their house. So Backyard Hodgepodge is the episode. And I got to say, there's another fun little gag in that episode with Parry Gripp. So it's kind of like a Where's Perry gag. And does that happen? So I watched that part and I kind of remember, do they do a Where's Perry?
In every episode, either Phineas, Ferb, one of their friends, they always say something about Where's Perry? Because he always goes off and becomes his detective and fights Doofenshmirtz while they're creating their crazy summer plan. So he's never around there with them to kind of see what they're doing.
So they look around for their pet platypus. Perry the platypus is nowhere to be found, and they say, "Where's Perry?" And so what happens in this episode when they say, "Where's Perry?"
So Parry Gripp actually comes and he walks into their garage and he says, "Here I am." He's like, "Hi." And then
Wrong Perry.
Phineas is like, "Well, this isn't the Perry we're looking for, but this is internet sensation Parry Gripp." And then he kind of tells him, like, we were talking about our platypus, and he's kind of like, "Oh, bye." And then he, like, leaves.
It's just like a fun little pop-on cameo, "Where's Perry" gag.
Yeah.
Nice. So the cool thing, though, is out of all these shows so far, Parry Gripp is actually in the universe of Phineas and Ferb. Like, he lives in the world there is what they made it seem to be.
Yeah, so he's, like, in the story with them.
Right. So there's a cartoon drawing version of him in Phineas and Ferb style.
If you like this video, like and subscribe. If you really like this video, visit synergylovescompany.com for the full audio podcast.